Top 8 Main Battle Tanks in the World 2020. Often we receive many questions: which is the best main battle tank in the world? Which is the greatest modern MBT and why? Our top 8 analysis is based on the combined score of protection, firepower, accuracy and mobility. None of the tanks listed here have seen combat against each other during military operations yet. And even though some things, such as armor composition, are kept in high secrecy, we know a lot about these machines. Data on their protection, firing range, accuracy, capabilities of their fire control systems, and so on are widely available. So we know capabilities of each of these tanks. This analysis is based on specifications and available data. Currently, top 8 best tanks in the world are these. Number 1. Leopard 2A7, Germany. It is a recent version of the proven and successful Leopard 2 design. It has additional armor and updated electronics. The Leopard 2A7 is well protected against conventional and urban warfare threats, such as RPG rounds and IEDs. This tank has better accuracy and longer range of fire comparing with other tanks due to its powerful gun and advanced fire control system. During numerous international tank challenge competitions, the Leopard 2 series tanks outperformed American M1A2 SEP, British Challenger 2, French Leclerc and some other tanks in terms of overall performance. This MBT is powered by a proven multi-fuel diesel engine, developing 1,500 horsepower. Despite increase in weight, vehicle has increased mobility due to improved suspension components. Cross-country performance is similar to other Leopard 2 series tanks. German Army ordered a first batch of 20 Leopard 2A7 MBTs, upgraded from Leopard 2A6. Deliveries commenced in 2014. German Army plans to upgrade 50 to 150 tanks to the 2A7 standard. Qatar ordered 62 of these MBTs and Saudi Arabia more than 200. Number 2. K2 Black Panther, South Korea. Currently, the Black Panther is one of the most advanced main battle tank in the world, outclassing anything North Korea or China have. Furthermore, it is the most expensive main battle tank to date. Deliveries of the K2 Black Panther tank commenced to the South Korean Army in 2016. As of 2017, at least 100 tanks were delivered. South Korean requirement is for around 300 of these new tanks. These will eventually replace the older K1 tanks. This tank uses composite armor of undisclosed type and explosive reactive armor modules. It is claimed that front armor withstands direct hits from 120 mm tank rounds, fired from L-55 guns. Its protection level is broadly similar to that of the M1A2 Abrams, considering that the K2 is much lighter. The Black Panther tank is also completed with an active protection system and countermeasures system, that further increase its survivability on the battlefield. This new South Korean tank is armed with the latest German 120 mm per liter 55 gun, similar to that used on the German Leopard 2A6 and 2A7. This tank has a very advanced fire control system with can spot, track and fire automatically at visible vehicle-size targets, and even low-flying helicopters, without needing any input from a human operator. The K2 also uses advanced munitions. The Black Panther is fitted with a powerful diesel engine. It is fast and has a state-of-the-art hydropneumatic suspension. Number 3. M1A2 SEP, USA. The M1A2 SEP is a successor to the M1A2 Abrams. This tank has incredible technology and armor. Also, it has seen combat. It is one of the most feared MBTs. The M1A2 SEP offers significant protection against all well-known anti-tank weapons. This main battle tank uses advanced armor, reinforced with depleted uranium layers. Its firepower and accuracy are slightly inferior to that of the Leopard 2A7 or the South Korean K2 Black Panther due to a shorter 120 mm per liter 44 smoothbore gun. Yet it still packs a formidable punch. Its complex gas turbine engine offers good performance, but requires tremendous amount of maintenance, logistical support and is thirsty on fuel. A number of older M1, M1A1 and M1A2 tanks were upgraded to this standard. The tank can be also fitted with a Tank Urban Survival Kit (TUSK) that improves survivability in urban environment. To date, very few Abrams tanks have been destroyed in combat. The M1A2 SEP is in service with United States Army, at least 900. It is planned that this tank will remain in service beyond 2050. The M1A2 SEP has not been exported yet. However, the previous M1A2 has been supplied to Kuwait 218 and Saudi Arabia 373. Number 4. Challenger 2, United Kingdom. It is a very capable tank. The Challenger 2 has the latest Chobham armor and is one of the most protected MBTs in the world today. It offers very high level of protection against direct fire weapons. This British tank is armed with a very accurate 120mm rifled gun. Its gun is rifled as opposed to smoothbore guns used by all other modern MBTs. Its maximum aimed range is over 5 km. Currently the Challenger holds the record for longest tank-to-tank kill. Engine of the Challenger 2 is less powerful than of its Western rivals. Also, it is not as fast as other MBTs. However, this tank is famous for its mechanical reliability. The Challenger 2 is in service with United Kingdom 386 and Oman 38. Number 5. Armata, Russia. The Armata is a new Russian main battle tank of new generation. Pre-production tanks were first publicly revealed in 2015. In 2018, Russian MOD ordered a first batch of these new tanks. Exact order numbers were not disclosed, but it is likely that around 60 tanks were ordered. First production tanks were planned to be delivered during the same year. Once in service, the Armata will gradually replace the aging T-72, T-80 and T-90 tanks that become increasingly outdated. The Armata is a clean sheet design with a number of advanced features. It shares little common with the current T-90. Also, the Armata is much bigger than its predecessor. Also, Armata has a new Malachite add-on explosive reactive armor. It has been reported that Armata will be fitted with a new Afghanet active protection system, that is currently being developed. However, in 2018 it appeared that there are setbacks with development of the Afghanet. However, by 2018 prototypes of this system were not completed and were not ready for testing. The tank has a new countermeasures system that reduces the chance of being hit by enemy ATGW with semi-automatic guidance. This tank is operated by a crew of 3 men. All crew members are seated side by side in a well-protected armored cell, located at the front of the hull. It is the first production MBT with such crew layout. The tank can operate even with penetrated armor, as far as the crew cell is intact. It has been reported that this tank is fitted with a diesel engine, developing 1,200 horsepower. Introduction of this new Russian MBT created a stir in the West. Now a number of countries, such as Germany and UK, are looking to upgrade their tanks, or develop new designs in order to counter the threat posed by this new Russian tank. Number 6. Merkava Mk.4, Israel. The Merkava Mk.4 is the latest Israeli main battle tank. It is a successor to the previous Merkava Mk.3. The Merkava Mk.4 was adopted in 2004. It is one of the most protected tanks in the world. This MBT has an unusual design with a front-mounted engine which gives the crew additional protection and chance to survive if the tank is knocked out. Improved Merkava Mk.4 male Ruach tanks are fitted with a combat-proven Trophy active protection system, which destroys incoming anti-tank missiles and rockets. This tank is also well protected against air-launched guided missiles and advanced top attack anti-tank weapons. The Israeli tank is armed with indigenous 120mm smoothbore gun. The Merkava Mk.4 is equipped with new fire control system, that includes some very advanced features. One of them is a high hit probability firing against low-flying helicopters using conventional munitions. Number 7. Type 90, Japan. The Japanese Type 90 tank was developed by Mitsubishi Heavy Industries in cooperation with German Krauss-Maffei and Mach tank manufacturers. It has a number of external similarities with the German Leopard 2. The Type 90 was officially adopted by the Japanese Ground Self-Defense Forces in 1989. Full-scale production commenced in 1992. At the time it was one of the most advanced and in fact the most expensive production MBT. Original Japanese Army requirement was for 600 of these tanks, however only about 340 were built due to high unit price. This tank was never exported, as at the time Japan laws did not allow export of military equipment. This MBT is armed with German Rheinmetall 120mm smoothbore gun, which was produced in Japan under license. It fires all standard NATO 120mm tank rounds. Unusual feature of the Type 90 is that this tank was fitted with a bustle-mounted automatic ammunition loading system. At the time only Soviet and Chinese tanks had autoloaders, but these were not used on Western tanks. The autoloader allowed to reduce the crew to 3 men, as there was no need for the loader. Number 8. Leclerc, France. This French main battle tank entered service in 1992. Overall it is a successful design. A number of design features of the Leclerc were later used on other Western tanks. The Leclerc was used during a number of peacekeeping and military operations. This French tank has advanced composite armor with add-on modular armor. Protection level can be tailored to the threat. Turret and hull roof was designed to withstand top attack munitions. However, in terms of protection the Leclerc cannot match tanks such as the US M1A2 Abrams or the British Challenger 2. This tank is armed with a 120mm per liter 52 gun. This MBT is operated by a crew of 3 and is fitted with a bustle-mounted automatic ammunition loading system. It has a high hit probability against both stationary and moving targets. Also it has a hunter-killer engagement capability. It is claimed that the Leclerc can engage 6 targets, located 1.5 to 2 kilometers away, within 1 minute with a hit probability of 95%. That's impressive result. This tank is fitted with a battlefield management system. It automatically reports to command post tank's location, quantity of ammunition and fuel left. This tank has good mobility due to its 1,500 horsepower engine and hydropneumatic suspension. Currently it is in service with France 406 and the United Arab Emirates 388.